Hey, I'm Kyle. I'm 19. I make over 30K a month running my marketing and automation agency. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can determine what metrics you need to change and improve in order to take your business to 100K a month, 200K a month, million months, right? And the reason why I'm so confident I can do that for you is because I've done it a lot for clients already. As you can see, all the proof here, I've done it for myself and scaling. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we go about doing that. Here is something I like to call a financial model. Now, this is what I learned from one of my coaches a while back. So I've invested a lot to learn a lot to know what I know now. And I think you have to, as part of this game, to make sure that you're always staying ahead. Otherwise, just be little kids who've just come straight out of like a marketing course and don't know what they're doing. They're going to burn your ad account and you're going to get banned. So this is really, really important to help you determine what to improve. Now, why is it important to know what to improve? A lot of people that I work with before I start working with them, so we have like one of our first calls, I ask them questions like, cool, what's your retention rate on webinars? Or what's your show up rate? Or what's your book to call rate? And they're like, you can't be doing that. You need to know your numbers. Like I have a whole dashboard which has all of my numbers in and I look at it religiously. And whenever I see one drop, I'm like, okay, how can we optimize this to make it better? Sometimes it's just doing more inputs. But if you're going to do the inputs, you may as well make sure you get the most for it, especially when there's very easy things you can be doing different to cause an increase and cause an improvement. So the reason this is so important to map out and plan out is so you can look at it objectively and look at all the numbers and think, okay, what from this, what is the easiest to 2x today? Because I like to move with speed, right? And a lot of my clients do too. So we look at all these numbers and think, all right, CPM, click-through rate, conversion rate. So the down funnel metrics are usually sometimes harder to change and they have less of an impact. The ones at the top usually can have the greatest impact because let's say, for example, we 2x ad spend. That doubles everything if they all say the same, but it's likely that they don't. There could be CPMs could get even cheaper. So we could get more impressions. We could get more registrants. That's a possibility. Sometimes that happens. The economics can get better as you spend more because it can reach a better audience, and then it finds that better audience is actually way more responsive, engages more. So it's like, oh, I should have found these straight away, but it didn't. But now it can with a higher spend. So looking at the top of the funnel metrics, right? And improving them first if they are the bottleneck. So obviously how people like to describe a funnel is like this, right? So here at the top is obviously spend. This is what you're putting into the funnel, it's like the water. And then there's like all these different rungs and they can basically constrain the layers at each point. So if it's not 100%, not all the water is going to come through, not all the spend is going to come through, right? So for example, click-through rate isn't 100%. So it goes from 58,000 impressions to only 500 because it's 1%. So that's obviously a big drop-off rate. So one of the first metrics people look at doing, if you're below 1%, is trying to get this to 2%. So that would double it, which means there'd be an extra 1,000 something link clicks, which would then mean double the registrants, double the show up rate, double the book calls, double live calls, all that good stuff, if all metrics stay the same. But now, objectively, so this was for one of my clients. So we looked at the metrics and I thought, what is the easiest to improve? Okay. Today, what's the one we can do the quickest in time for the next webinar, which was about a week away, 2 weeks away, but we had to do the pre-nurture as well. So I really only had like 4 or 5 days. And what I decided after looking at all of these metrics is the landing page conversion rate. Because it's really important to know your KPIs as well when doing this. Now, if you don't know what KPIs are, to keep it brief, they are key performance indicators. Now, what that means is essentially there are certain metrics, percentages, numbers you need to be hitting for them to think you're doing a good job. They're usually based off industry standards, past performance, and other baseline data that you have as well. So the way you can determine your own KPIs is look at the last 90 days. If you've been running a funnel or some type of system for the last 90 days, look at the performance over the last 90 days, track it all out, average it all, and put it into this. And those are your KPIs. So for example, if over the last 90 days you spent £6,000, that means your average ad spend per month would be like 2K. Look at, and if you've actually run like webinars, look how many you spent over the last 3 webinars. Obviously add it all up and then divide everything by 3. That's how you get those numbers. Anyways, I was looking at this and I saw, wow, landing page conversion rate is the lowest metric. Now we can try to get click-through rate up to 2, but that means you have to make new creatives. I have time to make new videos, and that can take a while. He has to then edit them, or he doesn't, but he gets his editors to edit them. That could be like 2 weeks. There's not really much time for that. If we look at the show up rate, it's already decent. I mean, anything above like 25% show up rate's pretty good for a webinar. Retention rate's 100%. No one drops off, so we're not going to improve that. Scheduled call rate, 40% of the room booked a call. That's already really high. So nothing to do there. Everyone showed up, so nothing really to do there. Close rate, and it's ideal close rate. So I was like, well, yeah, the best thing to improve, either just spend more here, or improve click-through rate, which takes too long, or improve landing page conversion rate. The KPI for that is 20. So there's like around 3.5. A 3.5x we can get from that. Which means if we get a 3.5x, that means registrations increase by 3.5x. Do you see what I mean? So if there was, instead of just like 49 coming through, it's more of a double here really, to be honest. But if instead of 49 coming through, it'd be 100. Which means then you get more people that you're pitching to, more people who are booking calls, you make more. Really simply, if all metrics, again, stay the same. Now, the good thing about landing pages, you can spin up landing pages in days now, like in a day. It does not take that long. I like to use a platform called Vercel because they have like the fastest loading page times. And when you're running ads, loading speed is so key. Like other platforms like ClickFunnels and GHL, a lot of people use them, but they have so much like lag that people can just drop off. They can click on it, it's not loading, they just run away. I think that's actually a metric you can look at in the Ads Manager as well. So look into landing page builders. I use Vercel, and I can quickly like spin them up. And just to give you a brief overview of like what a good landing page is, you have a headline. I like to have like a deadline or like a countdown here, maybe just before it. From the headline, sometimes I'll then have an image or a video underneath there, button. Underneath that is then a deadline again. Then sometimes I have like a 1, 2, 3, like the 3 things we're going to be covering. And then from there, it's just proof. That's it, like images and video testimonials. Like very briefly, I'll probably have a video like specifically discussing how I make really like effective landing pages. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it brief. So that's exactly how that looks. But yeah, those are the main things I added to take it from like 6.61 to 20%. And on the third webinar we did, that's where I added it in, I got it to 19.69%. So as you can see, it went from 49 to 103, which also meant this is cost per lead, went from £24 to about 8. And look, CPMs increased as well, but also click-through rate improved as well. Because we had more people opting in, Facebook could then get better data. And even though we spent less as well, we had more registrants. The reason we spent less is because we started it a bit late, so there wasn't enough time for it to rack up enough spend. And there was a limit on our ad account in terms of how much we can spend, which is super annoying. But yeah, as you can literally see here, and we had 51 people retain as well, so obviously we pitched more. 46% showed up. That's all from improving the landing page. And this is what I say when all the downstream metrics can get effective. We changed nothing else. Email signatures were the exact same. The only difference was the funnel. Ads, exact same. Literally everything. So, this is why it is so important to know your data and then look at it from like a bird's eye view. What can we 2x today or in the next 72 hours to cause an increase? Then obviously track that, see if it made an improvement, and see if it affected any other metrics. So if we increased that, but it meant that show up rate massively fell off, we shouldn't do that, because overall it probably meant we have less people show up to the calls, which is show up to the webinar, which is actually the thing that we want. So make one change, don't make many changes at once, make one change at a time, wait, and 3, check it. Change, wait, check. Literally what I do all the time. Make a change, wait to see what happens, check to see if it's made a difference. And then if it did, nice, we'll keep it. If not, we change it. Cool. So anyways, I hope you found this video valuable. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll answer them down below. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay generous, work hard, and take risks. All right.